In this video, I will reveal the contents of Osama bin Laden's viral letter to America that got banned on TikTok, plus my thoughts. Wait till you hear this. Let's go.
No one can do it better.
Here's the key information from Time.com on why Osama bin Laden's letter to America went viral on TikTok. 2 decades ago, Osama bin Laden, the al-Qaeda leader behind 9/11, laid out his attempted justification for the terror attack against the U.S. that killed nearly 3,000 people in his letter to America. This week, the same letter went viral on TikTok among a new generation, many of whom are debating the Israel-Hamas war and the role played by the U.S. For some, a big part of bin Laden's justification, American support for Israel's occupation of the Palestinian territories in what the UN deems a violation of international law, resonates with what's going on now in the Middle East, leading them to renew calls for a Gaza ceasefire. In one video, which was still live on the app as of Thursday afternoon, with more than 900,000 views, a TikToker made the claim that everything we learned about the Middle East, 9/11, and terrorism was a lie. Others on social media have criticized the video as sympathizing with terrorists and legitimizing violence. In a statement posted on X Thursday, TikTok said, "Content promoting this letter clearly violates our rules on supporting any form of terrorism. We are proactively and aggressively removing this content and investigating how it got onto our platform." The company also says that the content did not reflect a widespread trend, but rather a few posts on the platform. The number of videos on TikTok is small, and reports of it trending on our platform are inaccurate. This is not unique to TikTok and has appeared across multiple platforms and the media. So it looks like TikTok here is trying to say, hey, we're not the only ones. Don't destroy us. More from Time. Views on videos shared with the hashtag Letter to America had over 14 million views, CNN reported, but as of Thursday afternoon, the phrase could not be searched on the app due to guideline violations. This isn't the first time TikTok has faced controversy for what's been shared on the app. The company has responded to Republican criticism that the platform was biased toward pro-Palestinian content by pointing to polling that shows younger people are more sympathetic to Palestinians. While tens of thousands of people recently publicly showed their support for Israel in the U.S. and condemned racism in France, hundreds of thousands have taken to the streets in pro-Palestinian protests around the world, calling for a ceasefire to protect civilians in Gaza since the start of the war on October 7th. Bin Laden's letter appeared to go viral after TikTokers found a translated copy published by The Guardian in 2002, although the news site removed the letter. The Guardian told Time that after the transcript was widely shared on social media without the full context, we have decided to take it down and direct readers to the news article that originally contextualized it instead. The letter argued a justification for the killing of civilians, referencing reports of American and other government-sponsored violence against Muslims in the Palestinian territories, Somalia, Chechnya, Kashmir, and Lebanon, and economic sanctions in Iraq that left people hungry. The letter also accused the U.S. of hypocrisy for allowing Israel to occupy Palestinian territories for decades in disregard of United Nations law and for violating its own law by imprisoning people in Guantanamo Bay without charges or trials. That last part is interesting because also Israel holds Palestinians in their jail without trials or without charges, just the same way that the U.S. did in Guantanamo Bay. Because as you remember maybe from some of my other videos, I talk about how they've shared intelligence. And that's in the video on the U.S. builds the world's first billion-dollar prison. And yes, the United States is definitely known for her hypocrisy. We've seen that over and over. TikTok has been under severe fire for this letter coming out on their platform. I can't share the context of the letter here either, but you can look that up for yourself if you really want to see it and read it. There are some points that are being made there that do show hypocrisy. But the letter also does seem to be calling for further attacks, and the United States is on guard for some future attacks, as well as Britain and the Western countries. We got to just see what happens here next. I wanted to make sure I brought this to you guys. Real quick, go to my channel and watch these intriguing videos. Urban Warfare, Israel versus Palestine, 18 plus to watch. Free Speech and Democracy Dead, Scholar Dissects Rise of Fascism. What happens in Israel before Christ returns? Incredible scriptures breakdown. Watch me prove Netanyahu is Amalek with the scriptures. Gates of hell open as Hezbollah leader declares holy war. Full speech. You gotta watch this one. Israeli journalist risks life, tells the truth about Israeli occupation of Palestine. Jewish doctor comes clean about Palestine and Israel. You'll never see it the same. All praises to the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. This is Crown Prince Media. I am the Crown Prince. Let's go.
No one can do it better.